Already know what it is. It's La Cocina podcast. Ooh, who tried to call me? They messing up the intro. Oh man, don't call. We on live.
We live.
Yeah. Here we go. 7 o'clock. Time to roll that intro. Paco.
It's anyway, Cocina J, now on delay. 7 o'clock Eastern, not a minute late. We innovate, got more drive than the interstate. Now let's debate, sit down and negotiate. La Cocina, La Cocina, La Cocina, La Cocina.
Yes.
Yes.
We here, we live, we direct. I'm your girl, Danny Ray. This is my homegirl, Cocina J.
Hey.
And in the building, we have none other than the one and only Elew Lewis.
What's up, family?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, America. Facebook Live. How you doing?
You already know, man. This is awesome. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome to La Cocina podcast, episode 6. Hang on. There we go. Little technical difficulties, but it's all right. So this is La Cocina podcast, episode 6. I'm super excited because we have our brother in the building. Literally, like our brother from another.
Listen,
That is my brother. That is my brother.
Listen, we've been rocking since like 1996.
Okay. I didn't go that far.
But then you're right. We got history, though.
No, we do.
We got lots of love in
We
between
do.
us, so.
We do.
OG.
And we're gonna touch base on all of this right now. But first thing is first, you guys already know. First 10, 15 minutes we spend on trending topics, right?
Yep.
And then we get into the nuts and bolts of the interview, and we have special guest Eric Lewis, who is your favorite New York Life estate agent. That's number one. Okay. The next thing he is an all-around entertainer with his own company, Soul Performance. We're gonna talk about that. And Elew, what else you got going on, man? He's a father and soon to be expecting another baby on the way.
Absolutely. Listen,
You
man,
know,
God
so
is too good. He's
My
too good.
niece-
absolutely all the
We
time.
don't deserve all of this love that we get.
No,
We deserve it.
I know, but listen, we gonna take it, we gonna run with it, and we're gonna share it with all of you today. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much for tuning in. Let's see what we got on the live today. Let's do some shout outs
Roll
real quick.
call.
All right, shout outs to Tampa, Florida's in the building. My dad is here. My
My
brother
brother's
is
live.
here.
My aunt is here. What's up, Titi?
That's right. We
My
got Fallon in
sister.
the building. We got my mom in the building. Who else do we have? Come on, everybody. Show
Come on,
some
guys.
love. We
Let's
got
see.
Jimmy from Astoria, Queens in the building.
Tutti in the building.
Tutti is in the building. Adriana Rivera. So happy that you guys can join us. We got Kenny. We got Andres. We got a whole bunch of people that are here.
We got
today.
love.
We got
We
so
got
much love. So
It's
let's get right
family.
into it. As you guys already know, what day did he drop this album? Drake. I don't
Officially?
I'm a
listen.
little
Wasn't it the
behind
other
schedule
day?
sometimes
Yeah.
with the music.
It was
Me
just.
too.
Wasn't it just the day before?
I believe
yesterday?
it was. I want to say it was Friday.
It was
want to
the day
say it was
before yesterday.
Friday.
And there's that much controversy already about it.
Can
Yeah.
you believe
That
it?
much, yeah.
Can you believe it? So he dropped his album Scorpion Friday. Album has two sides, side A and side B. And on side A, I believe what was the side A? You said it was the
That's his little gangster side. That's his hardcore. That's more of his rap.
right. So
The
that's
B
his,
side is his
That Toronto
R&B.
coming out,
It's his
yeah.
R&B.
Okay. So and then
Drake
on
and dry
side
stuff.
B, we got the gangster side. You know, we got that Drake that we kind of all know and love and was hoping would spit bars, and he definitely did. And we want to make a fair
I
assessment.
think it's the opposite.
What?
I think it's the softer side is B and the hardcore is A.
All right. Well, listen.
Whatever it
There's too
is.
many sides and there's a lot of songs and
So
there's
many.
a lot of material that we got to get through. I did take some notes on a few songs, and I will give my assessment, as will everybody else on the panel today.
Absolutely.
That's
Yes.
what they're here to do.
Absolutely.
And so let's get right into it then. Me personally, I know that there's been a lot of. I put out a poll for you guys on Facebook, and I wanted to see how you guys felt. I had, as of right now, when I last checked, I had 9 people that say it was lit, and I had 7 people say that it was trash. So I'm gonna need y'all to comment below to help us out with this assessment. I want to be fair.
Yes.
I do want to be fair, and I do want y'all to be a part of the conversation. For me personally, I believe that there was just one too many songs to keep up with.
Good point.
I believe that at this point in time, there's just so much music being pumped out that we're not having a lot of time to consume all of it in its proper element. So I think that maybe unfairly a lot of stuff gets kind of lost in the sauce, if you will, and kind of just goes to the wayside because there's just so much music to keep up with. But I will say that there were certain songs on the album that I absolutely did appreciate. Sandra's Rose being one of them. Survival being one of them. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'll have to let's pull up the list. Can we pull up that list, Paco, so we can accurately give an assessment here based on the list? And of course, there was the most talked about track, which was his Don't Matter to Me. Yeah,
Doesn't
matter to me. That's with MJ, and I know Elew's in his morning glory right now because Michael Jackson's on there.
I'm curious to see what the people want to say about it because this is a very, very delicate type of track to deal with.
Yes,
it's not just music.
And listen, Austin Brown, who's Rebby Jackson's son, who happens to be Michael Jackson's nephew, already weighed in. And he said, he doesn't mind it, but it's not something that he personally would have done. As you know, or as some of you may not know, Michael Jackson's vocals were used on that record, Don't Matter to Me or Doesn't Matter to Me. And not many people were fans of it. Many people did like it. Let us know what your thoughts were on this. Did you like that Michael Jackson feature that Drake did? Or did you feel it was disrespectful to use an unreleased song in his track? I mean, it's a simple question. Help us out with it. Me personally, I kind of understand Nephew's frustration, Michael Jackson's nephew, Austin Brown's frustration.
But his nephew isn't like, you aren't Blanket, my friend. Like, you're not his son.
You're not Blanket.
You're not
Blanket, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have
Blanket.
the right to say that.
Yeah.
And also, I think he's an artist, right? Him and his brother's an artist,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But with all due respect, nobody knows you. You don't really have a foundation.
To speak the piece.
You have a name, you have some blood in your veins if you prove it, you know what I'm saying? But it's to where you can't really speak out of context like that. Because you don't really have the right to speak your mind. I'm sorry.
Right. So basically what you're saying is it's just a business move. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And I believe you're right about that. It was a business move. I think it was a smart move. I think just the timing of the album was smart because number one, we're nearing 4th of July weekend. That's really kind of when everybody's in their Drake mood. I can already tell some people have been drinking and driving because I've been getting some weird messages from some weird people in my past who I was not looking to hear from. But
hey, Danny, in the 8th grade, I'm sorry for calling you a name. Like, what?
I'm telling you, it's wild. It's wild. When Drake music comes out, because you get those messages, them hey big head, I'm telling you.
The Can I Get a Hug boys?
Yes.
Oh, stay away from those Can I Get a Hug boys.
Oh, man.
They're terrible.
It's crazy. It's crazy out here. So, all in all, what I'm going to say is, because, listen, it's an hour show. We can't spend 30 minutes of it on Drake.
I'm saying episode 6, make it an hour and a half.
You can't do that.
We
did that before.
People don't tune in that long. But listen, here's the thing. All in all, cool album. 25 songs, not sure why. Maybe he's taking a sabbatical after this. Maybe he feels he's gonna, be a little bit more attentive to his personal affairs at this point.
AKA the son that he got
the son that
outed out
nobody
for?
knew that he wasn't hiding from the world. He was hiding
the world from him.
Let's get that straight, okay? Let's be real clear. Drake was not hiding a son.
That gave me the chills. Chills.
He was hiding.
As a father, you think it's like, oh, whoa, I don't want you knowing. You aren't allowed to know my son.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand it. I get it.
Personal.
Yeah,
and that's the beautiful thing, that we have a father on the panel that can talk about these things and can weigh in. So, I mean, do I understand the need for privacy? Listen, I'm a Scorpio. Drake's a Scorpio. I get it.
We like cousins.
We practically cousins.
We're moon cousins.
But the thing is I understand the need for privacy, especially now in social media. And he tackled that song really well. I believe it was, I want to say it was, hang on. See, here's the problem. My notes are on my phone. We're using my phone right now.
March 14th?
The song based on is March 14th.
That was March 14th. I'm going to be honest with you. I really wasn't feeling that song.
I was not impressed by it.
And the reason why I wasn't impressed by it is because I just felt that it was a bit of an afterthought. You know, it was the last song on the album. It was something that we were all waiting for him to speak on. and he kind of just, you know, spoke on it and touched it, but he didn't really go in. And honestly,
He didn't freak you.
you can kind of sense the cognitive dissonance even within the track that, you know, he's still bringing himself to the idea of being a father and addressing that with the public. So I do understand. I just gotta say it wasn't my favorite. But I agree with a lot of you. Some of you are commenting emotionless. Thuti, you liked Emotionless. I did too. I thought that the Mariah Carey sample on it was beautiful.
Yeah.
That came from the song Emotion that she had originally done. But the version in which he used was from MTV Unplugged. So I thought that was cool. I really did enjoy that. There are elements of the record, of the album itself, that I enjoyed, and there was just certain things that I just didn't get. What did you think though, Katana?
Yeah.
Real quick.
See, I understand where you're coming from with it 100%. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. For me, the reason why I feel like most people are going to be wishy-washy about it is because specifically of the fact that there's just too much content. It's too much content to really give you a vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you have an album and you listen to it from one to whatever the last track is, the whole entire thing should be cohesive and kind of tell a story. It brings you to this feeling, then that feeling, then that, all cohesively together. But when you're listening to 25 tracks, you're like, dude, ain't nobody got time for that.
But you know what it is though? At the same time, it's, you know, I have my favorite artists here and there, different genres of music.
Right.
And I'll throw on a fly amazing album, and then I won't bump it on the third week.
Right.
I've outbumped the
Because you
album.
outbumped it.
You know, and also it's to where, you know, I've got the same vibe, great vibe, but I had a vibe from that artist on that album. Drake's life and what he's going through, and I don't know the dude at all, but
My
what's
computer's
happening, it's all good, but what's going on, like he's probably the most known artist out, one of them, okay?
Yeah.
So it's to where, can you really express yourself in 12 tracks?
Listen, here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's
No,
what
but
I
that's
wanna
why
know.
you're an artist. You're going to continue to produce stuff.
But you can't stop your imagination or your
Right.
or your-
No.
Here's my question
But
for
you
you guys.
select what you
right?
wanna put out
I
in
got.
the
Hang
world.
on. I got a question for y'all now.
What?
My question for y'all is this: do we believe that Drake is now officially in Beyonce territory, where it does not matter
Oh,
what
yeah.
he puts out, people will listen to it,
Oh, yeah.
people will bump it, and that's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Do we believe that Drake is now in Beyonce territory of stardom? Comment your thoughts below. I really need to know
Yes.
this. Do you guys believe that Drake is really right up there right about now with Beyonce, in the sense that no matter what he puts
He's
out,
not going to get touched.
it's going to be listened to
Yeah.
regardless?
He's not going to get touched.
Elu, what do you think?
I agree. He is a grade A list, you know, number one A plus artist, absolutely.
Alright, that's fair enough.
And that's kind of unfortunate because things like the Beyonces happen, and I won't go off topic, but I was bumping a track on Hot 97 recently. I was so upset at the girl. Like, B, what are you doing? This is not you. Why are you trapping
Was
out
it that?
in these
Was it
streets?
that
Yeah.
eight-ish?
Don't know, but it's trash. You ask me, it's trash because she's an actual artist. You know, like she has tools within her.
She's a singer.
Yeah, like
a
she
real
has
singer.
tools to use. You're not using what you were given and gifted
Right.
on these songs, and I don't appreciate it. But who am I? Whatever.
I got you. Well, listen, let's move
I-
on. We'll go back to that maybe. We'll
Because
see.
we could go on for days
But
about this.
let's shout outs to and rest in peace to Joe Jackson, man. We lost a legend this week, and it's unfortunate, but listen, the internet is savage.
Yo, they are.
The internet is a
Oh
savage
my God,
place.
they are.
And y'all have absolutely no chill, and therefore, why should we? So let's show them some of the
Straight
Yes.
let's show them some of the memes that are featured on the internet this week. Let's start off with
Yes.
the boy Prince, the
Cocina with
man.
no chill.
Yeah, he said, "Hey MJ,
Yeah.
your dad is here." Yikes!
Damn.
Yikes!
They were giving it to him.
Oh
Listen,
my
it
gosh!
gets
Next
better,
one
it
we
gets
got.
better.
Rest in peace, Joe Jackson with the belt.
With a belt.
Come on.
Picture of a
I bet
belt.
that belt is sitting somewhere in
Ooh.
Gary, Indiana right now, chilling.
Oh boy.
No, it was a switch. It had to be one nice little stick. Just sitting on like a podium. This is the switch.
Next
that the
one
Jackson
we
5
got was
got.
with Sam L. Jackson on there. He
Uh-oh.
said Joe Jackson looking for Michael in the afterlife with a belt wrapped around one hand.
Diablo.
Come on, man.
Come on.
There's no chill on the internet. And the last one we got for you: when you have been having a blast in heaven for the past 9 years, but then your
Daddy shows up.
Come on,
Daddy, no,
man.
they are ruthless. No, there was another
Y'all have no respect. You really don't.
Remember this past weekend how it was like thundering and lightning so bad?
Yes.
It was literally the day after he died, and they were posting up memes basically saying like it's not thunder, it's Joe Jackson giving it up to Michael Jackson.
How did he die? I'm kind of clueless.
He
Was
actually
it
had
cancer?
terminal
He had cancer.
I'm
He
not
had
sure
cancer.
exactly what form of cancer, but he
lived
was
a good life, a long
absolutely.
life.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
he lived
Mike
his
was like
life.
58, you know what I'm saying?
He lived his
and Mike was
best
like one of the
life.
He was
youngest
in his late 80s. He was good.
He lived his best
Some money.
life.
Yeah, late 80s, yeah.
But
I'm cool with
listen,
that.
before
I'm cool
we
with that.
continue on with this conversation, I don't want to forget that
You know, we're
today
thirsty.
we are sipping on chamomile tea,
Chamomile,
right?
organic citrus chamomile.
Organic citrus chamomile tea, only from JJ and Sons.
JJ
Go
and
and check them out at JJ and Sons. Go check them out at jjandsonstea.com. Here it is. Here we go.
Hey, JJ and Son, for the record, I'm not sure what you put in this concoction of a tea bag, but this is fly.
It
Yes.
is, isn't it awesome?
It's very nice.
And it's totally setting the tone because Elew got a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's
Yes, he
got
does.
it's
Yes,
got
he does.
stuff
We
in
all
here.
do. So this is kind of keeping
Yeah,
us nice.
This is
and
keeping the family
Yeah,
it's
calm
keeping
down.
us nice and zen. It's giving us that Erica Badu green tea
I love it.
vibes. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
no sugar needed
None.
at all.
Water
No honey
and
needed.
tea.
No,
No
nothing.
agave,
Just water
none
and
of
tea
that.
bag,
It's just
that's it.
water and tea, and it's amazing. So shout outs to Janine of JJ and Sons Tea.
Yes.
Thank you so
Shout
much
out.
for sending us yet another amazing blend. And this is actually called the Intuition Blend. So if you guys start to have premonitions or moments, just know that it's the tea.
It's the tea. The tea does magic.
But do your family a favor and don't drink the tea and don't drink same time. Not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
You will be drinking.
Stop drinking and driving, please. No more of this.
Yes.
We can't deal with it no more. So listen, the last, well, not the last thing, but the last segment that we want to talk about in trending topics, prior to then interviewing Elew, is this feud. This horrible clean up the mess between
Ooh.
Lee Daniels and Damon Dash, or Damon Dash rather, and Lee
Lee
Daniels.
I would
So
put it that way.
Yeah.
yes.
Damon-
You know me,
Damon-
I'm a little dyslexic sometimes, so I be switching names
Damon
around. but
Dash, he's the one with
Damon
the
Dash
first.
and Lee Daniels. So you know what? For those of you who don't know, there was a confrontation that happened at the Diana Ross concert, no less. Now you know you a thug when you roll up to an Icons concert
Yeah.
to go looking for Lee Daniels because he owes you $2 million.
I
He
thought it was
not
5.
playing. No, honey,
It was 2?
It was definitely $2
I thought
million.
it was 5
Lot of
million.
money.
So
Okay,
listen,
that's a lot
here's
of
what
money.
we're gonna do. We're gonna roll the confrontation. I want y'all to get
I know there's usually a curfew here that tell you to get off the stage, but here's what. I broke my ankle. That's why I couldn't move around, guys. Could you see I couldn't move? I was doing lots of hand movement. I did it again. I was playing with my grandkids and I broke my ankle. Okay. All right, so I want to move the energy in the room right now. I want everybody hands in the air. We're going to do reach out and touch with this beautiful, incredible orchestra, okay? Reach out and touch, hands in the air, everybody. Move the energy. Move it around. Hey. And sing with me if you know the words. Come on. Reach out and touch.
Two.
Listen, here's the thing.
It out.
Let's be real about something. I got a lot of love for Lee Daniels. I think he's a very talented brother, but I think he's messy, and I think that I think he's kind of put his hands in one too many things. And when it comes to Dame Dash, you got to be careful because Dame's not one to play, especially when it comes to money.
Absolutely.
He really has been he's listen, and we have his explanation. We're gonna run it in a second, but I just hold on, Pac. Don't get trigger happy on me now. We're gonna run it in a second. But my whole thing is, number one, we talking about $2 million.
It's a lot.
Number two, we talking about two brothers within the same culture trying to do the same thing, which is uplift their people. When you owe somebody money like that, you got to know that they're going to be coming for you. So we have this lawsuit that will soon be underway, Dame Dash versus Lee Daniels. I want you guys to know what you guys think about this whole situation. How do you feel Dame Dash handled it? Was it something that you would do? Drop your comments below. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. But before we do, I want you guys to hear Dame Dash's explanation. So let's run that real quick.
He approached me about a script called The Woodsman, and he had Kevin Bacon attached, and Kara Cedric, and Benjamin, Most Def, a lot of different people, Eve, and I believed in the script, and I had the money, and he told me like no one will cut the check, as culturally we don't stick together, Oprah won't look out, Denzel won't look out, and I had it, and I wanted to be in the movie business, so I gave him the $2 million. He didn't have to go to court to get it. It wasn't in payments. I gave him a flat $2 million. And we made our money back. We went to Cannes. I went to Sundance. I brought Kanye. He performed. Patti LaBelle performed. We did a lot, and we got our money back. And so then he came to me and he had this script Shadowbox, and he was like, and I was like, this script is like a little crazy. And I was like, I got my $2 million back. This is my working capital. I'm independent. I'd rather put this into me now. And he was like, listen, man, I'm going to showcase my directing skills here. You'll get your money back in a month. I promise you, 3 months tops. Just do this for me. Let's keep sticking together. You got your money back. So I said, all right, cool, but just make sure I get my money back no matter what. And, we from the same place.
I think we heard enough. He's copping a plea enough.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing, right? And I see a lot of guys, I see a lot of you commenting, thank you so much for doing that. And I see that you guys are saying that it was the wrong time and the wrong place for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that how you feel?
Be a professional.
Yeah.
Okay? Because yes, you may be wherever you're from, okay, and that's people always put where they're from out first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But put who you are out first.
Yeah.
Because you are an icon, Mr. Dash, but you're very, very known, and people have respect for you. So don't lose the respect. Put some respect in your own name, and kind of be more of a figure than a thug at the D-Ross concert. Like, come on, D-Ross.
You gotta kind of like put into your mind and perspective. This dude owes me $2 million. Yeah, I'm upset about it. Yeah, I want to confront him. But at the same time, like you were just saying, Eric, you are your own brand, essentially. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go there and do that, obviously cameras caught wind of it. People may potentially not want to do business with you because you never know when they're going to show up and pop up
the
on you.
The only thing I will defend him about is that it was for a very long time. It's
yes, and that was the thing. He was trying to get in touch with him. He had been placing phone calls. He had been getting voicemails. But there was no real interaction. And here's the thing. Now he's going around and he's calling, Lee Daniels a culture vulture, saying that you took money from your own culture and then you flipped it and you made your bread, but you didn't pay it back and you didn't pay it forward. And you know what? There's consequences to that. There really is. And this is not the first time that Mr. Daniels has gotten himself with a little bit of a mess. But what I will say is, yes, I do believe you guys have a point and it's valid. However, we have to understand that there's $2 million on the table, and if you haven't seen $2 million in a while, this man Lee Daniels was out here and enjoying himself at a Diana Ross concert. You know what I'm saying? Granted, show the queen some respect. She on stage. She's trying to entertain people. Y'all ain't gotta be causing a spectacle. But in that same respect and at that same turn, Rihanna said it best. Better have my money. You know what I'm saying?
At this
Where's
point,
this
we
money
cannot
at?
we can't judge any old folk for not liking hip hop because we put the hip hop in a bad
predicament space. Yeah.
It's like you can't go to that type of cultured environment and bring hip hop out. You can't do that.
You have to know when and where to let the thug out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Now listen, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Those were our first 3 topics of the day. Nice little warm up, right? Nice little warm up. Nice little feel warmed up. You feel warmed up? Cool.
We in there.
So, hello. Thank you to everybody that's joining in on the live. Let's do a quick check, see who's out here.
Shout out to my Nina, my godmother.
Yeah, shout out to Stina. She's in the building. Paulie's in the building.
What up, Pook?
Yeah, man, a lot of people showing love. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are just joining us, this is La Cocina Podcast. I'm your girl, Danny Ray. This is my homegirl, Cocina J. And in the building, and right now, we're going to get set to do an amazing interview with our brother, entrepreneur, media personality, your favorite New York lifestyle agent, Mr. Eric Elew.
I got nothing but love. I'm for real. Like, I was kind of nervous. Come on, like, listen, bro, why? Like, to myself, like, why you nervous?
It's family.
This is family, man.
But it's like, I'm really, you know, I know this will be great, but I just, you know, I'm a little nervous right now.
Listen, ain't no need to be nervous. You are with family. This is La Cocina Podcast, episode 6. This is La Familia, man. This is La Familia, and that's why you're here. So listen, for people who don't know you, okay, people who have never seen you before, tell us a little bit about what you do, what you've done, what you're doing.
All right. I'll say it out loud at first. God is great.
All the time.
I'm trying to understand how He's been blessing us and personally my family so well over the past 29 years.
Yes.
But He's really, really good. So first of all, I'm a father first. All right. I have a beautiful family at home. Lee, nothing but love for you, girl. August, Daddy loves you. You know that. And baby Ella D, if not Ella Ray. You know what? Can that be a topic? Ella D or Ella Ray?
Oh, I feel like Ella
Can
Ray.
we get both?
You know.
It's coming soon, but
I like the Ella Ray.
it's fly, right? Listen,
I like the Ella
it's
Ray.
a stage name. Ray Gross told me.
It is.
I'm talking about, that's fly. It's a fly
That
stage
is
name.
Ella Ray.
So, you know, either way, I'm a father first. You know, I'm a family man, and that's what gives me my drive. You know,
Right.
because I'm no longer working for myself.
Right.
I'm now working not to support them, but to, you know, offer a life, you know, offer a lifestyle, and to where I'm put in a position to do so, and I'm thankful, you know. So first I'm a father, second or third, I'm not sure, you know, it's back and back, neck and neck. I am soon to be a world-renowned entertainer, and I love y'all for having that comment out first, but I love the mic, man. I love the mic. I love motivating, entertaining. I sing a little bit, but not tonight. Know that.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna chop down an acapella without me even asking?
Half hour, I said, let me clear my throat. But now, man, it's like I love entertaining. Like what you're doing right now for our people, for our culture. Like we appreciate it. So I noticed the feedback from others as I'm either at a wedding. You know, at some type of formal special event, or even like a grand opening, to captivate people and give them a presence that I'm gonna say out loud to all the MCs is unmatchable. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to be able to be put in that position.
Yeah.
Okay? So last but not least, I'm very, very thankful to have been a life insurance specialist over the past few years. I'll be honest, I would have never thought in 1,000 years I would ever sell life insurance.
Hang on, we're going to explain why he never thought he would get into life insurance. Let's roll that clip of Elew TV real quick.
Roll that clip.
Let's show him what you used to do and what you still can do.
Just watch me. You should look up. I scream it cause I mean it. Catch me flying high, call it evil green and tripping. I'm checking in the psych walls. They keep me tame cause they don't wanna fight more. Elew TV, they gon' watch.
He had the hair and everything going, like
you remember that?
Mike Flag and all that. Dito. I remember that.
Buying that Mike Flag was a milestone because I had a Mike Flag. I was like, yo, this is official. Like you can't lose with a Mike Flag. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a king. It was cool, man. And I'll be honest, that gave me, you know, Elew TV. To this day, I know for a fact, and I'm gonna call it out into the universe. I'm gonna have a television show. Because after a while, you know, I'm not going to be pursuing anything else but things that make my family happy. And I know we like to travel a little bit and have a lot of fun and meet great people. So I know having a television show will definitely make that possible. But it's to where, you know, everything is great, man. And I owe it, yes, I owe it to God, number one. But I owe it to starting Elew TV. That gave me the guts to start something from scratch with my name, my color, you know, some help with some friends of mine. Actually, Miguel, who is in the
In the
studio
building today.
Yeah,
What's
he's
up?
got some moral support in the
Hey,
building. Shout out to
what's
Gelly
up,
Gel.
Gil?
Miguel, Tax God Gelly.
Yes.
This is the first individual that I spoke to about Elew TV. And he gave me the, yo, bro, so why are you sitting here right now? Why are you not out here doing it? I was like,
Yeah.
And from that day, it was a wrap. So Bishop and I linked up. I actually met Bishop, partner of Soul Performance.
And let's talk about that. Let's talk about Soul
Absolutely.
Performance because, you know, first of all, y'all don't even understand. Let's take this back just a second. I met Elew 2013. I was 23 years old. I was doing an open mic in Brooklyn at a good, I think it was Goodbye or Good Blue Moon Sunday or some place.
Wow.
And you were emceeing the event, and I was one of the artists that was going to be featured doing some songs. I did 2 tracks. But the moment Elew called me up on stage, number one, he pronounced my stage name right, which was Danny Ray, and I was so excited that at least he got it right.
Not Danny.
But yeah, exactly. Danny. I can't deal. But listen, and he was just so, the energy that this guy brings to the stage, the energy that this guy brings to the mic anytime he touches the mic is just astounding. And we hit it off right from Jump Street. We were joking around right before I got on stage and got on there, killed the set, but he made me feel so
He makes you feel comfortable, yeah.
And he just has such an awesome spirit. So,
That's so
you know,
fun, man.
when
Thank you for that. Thank you.
nah, absolutely, man. And so when you did Elew TV and I started what now, mind you, I was living in New York still at the time.
Okay,
I hadn't
okay.
moved out to Jersey yet. And Elew was one of the first people that I had befriended when I was getting ready to set back to Jersey from New York. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm coming out here. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I need to link up with somebody like you. And sure enough, we ended up doing a little spin-off. It was Elew TV, and then it became Danny Ray and the 5
before.
Crazy.
I remember
Made
that.
new logos,
Made
got
new
new mic
logos,
flags.
yes.
Oh my God.
We did the whole bit, and you know, and it was cool. You know, it was smooth because it gave me my shot to figure out what it was I wanted to do. A lot of everything that I've been taught, you know, in front of the mic, or the comfortability or the confidence that I give off, a lot of that I learned and I credit to Elew.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
I
man.
appreciate you.
Absolutely. So, you know, now let's get back into it because Jasmine also has a history with Elew and how
long history.
this is a segment about how friends become
You
La
make me
Familia.
wanna
That's
stop
just
the
where it's
wrong
at.
way. Start
New
doing
relationship.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay,
You go
we'll
back-
talk about that. We'll
you
talk
go back
about
to
that.
5th grade, 4th grade
Yes.
talent shows.
So,
Okay?
about the fact that Eric Lewis was the only boy that was allowed to sleep over my house.
Straight up.
Because he was my male best friend, and my parents knew him as like if that was his son too.
And I was hella out of shape, so they ain't mine.
Oh yeah.
They didn't really care
They
either.
ain't mind. He was, you know, he was a little heavy set back in the
Yeah.
day before he got taller, you know.
Yes.
But oh my God, we did a 5th grade talent show together, and I remember I was so mad at him because I wanted to do the song from Allure, All Cried Out, because it has a dude and it has a chick.
I remember that.
He wanted to do Usher, You Make Me Wanna.
And sure enough,
And sure enough, I was
you
like,
know,
we
always
did
has to have his way.
We did it.
There's reasons behind these things,
We-
okay? There's reasons behind
We did it. We had the whole little hat dance and all that
Just so
between
y'all
the
know,
legs.
Jasmine was like Joe Jackson, okay? I'm talking about...
And that's Katana, by the way.
Bruh.
Y'all don't know her
Katana.
as Jasmine,
Katana.
but this is how far
But
back we
Let me
go.
let y'all know
She
something.
putting the gum
To me,
down.
that's Jasmine. That's sis right there.
Okay,
so I'm calling
Eric.
her Jasmine. It's all good.
Eric. but no, yeah, so like with me, but that's how I've always been though. Whenever I see potential in somebody and I know that there's something good like from it for them, I want to push them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
absolutely.
when we were practicing, it was practice. I will get the switch out.
Yo, my
and I will
dad
beat
used to
you.
laugh at me. I swear to God. My dad, he'd be like, yo, Jasmine in control. I'll be like, Dad, chill. She's my friend.
But
Chill.
I
We homies.
was always
Joe
in,
Jackson.
I was
Done.
always in
Rest in
control
peace,
though.
man.
For real, rest in peace, Joe Jackson. But even like down to like when besides like the practices and everything like that, like we knew each other even back in the day. Put a comment down there if you guys ever done this. I know you guys did. When we were young, you know, I used to have fake boyfriends and fake girlfriends just to kind of be
Oh my
cool.
God.
Eric literally was like my fake boyfriend for like a week,
And she broke up with me.
and I broke up with
At
him
Little Park.
at the little
And
park
I
in
thought she
Colorado.
was just like, you know, just being Joe Jackson again.
No, I was like, I can't do it.
Saying her vibe.
No, there's just too much commitment involved. We were in 5th grade. We were in 5th grade. It was too much commitment.
Hold hands, tap, kiss, none of that.
None of that. But it's just like, it was too much commitment for me. I just couldn't do it.
Y'all
We're better off
crazy.
best friends.
Y'all are crazy.
And
listen. That's beautiful.
that's all of it.
Y'all bugging right now, but let's talk about Soul Performance real
Oh,
quick.
yeah. Hey, and I worked with Soul Performance, too.
Yeah.
I used to dance with them
It's
and
like this.
everything.
Soul Performance, live and direct, Elew TV, DJ Bishop, the
Yes.
only way to celebrate. People are not understanding that it's literally, it's an art. And we're still, we haven't, we don't have it under wraps just yet. We're still learning, of course.
Of course.
But this entertainment industry, folks, whether you're a DJ, an MC, a dancer, a motivator, whatever you're doing, you have to captivate people. So Soul Performance, SOLE, the only way to perform is what we believe is what every other company needs to incorporate in their business if you're going to attempt to motivate others at their special day.
So
So that's what
why.
we do. You know, it's to where he is our other better half of the company because he's a back paperwork. He's our number one DJ. You know, he every idea,
Absolutely.
either he's coming up with it or it gets ran by him. You know what I'm saying? So it's him and I, me and him, girls in the mix. We got other guys working with us too, guys and gals, and we just really wanna change the script up a little bit of what people expect from DJs. It's like no one calls him a DJ. They call him Bishop. He's a businessman.
He
You know
does,
what
he
I'm
does a
saying?
little bit of everything.
Yeah, so
And shout outs to Bishop,
Straight
man.
up.
Yeah,
He's an
what's
awesome
up,
dude.
Bish? I
And
love him.
yo, for the record, Bishop made every single Elew TV video.
Yes, he
So
did. Yes,
we
he
rocked
did.
out
Yes,
for
he
years,
did.
years
That's
upon
right.
years, and now we're doing Soul Performance together. You know
And
what I'm
we're
saying?
Friends
together.
who become family.
man.
Friends who
Friends.
become family.
Family.
Welcome to La Familia,
Familia.
episode
Hello.
6, La Cocina podcast. This is what we doing.
Exactly. And the funny part is I actually met Danny Ray through you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met Danny Ray through you. I remember when she first came here from New York. Oh, I got this girl.
Yeah.
She's cool. You need to meet her. You'll love her.
I know somebody. She cool.
She
Yeah,
cool.
you know.
Cool.
And we met, and it was funny because the first time that we ever did anything together professionally was for a fashion show that you did that
Wow.
I did the makeup for.
Yep.
That Paco, who's doing our lower thirds, he
Big
was
ups to Run This Way.
He
Appreciate
did,
you,
yeah,
guys.
and for a Run This Way, it was for Run This Way, and Paco did an edited video
Yep.
promo for
Yep.
me, and Danny Ray was the one that introduced me to come out, and you interviewed
right.
me.
Straight up.
So look at where we are now, from
It's-
back in 2013.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Crazy.
We 5 years down the line, and here's where we at. And I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to have you here, Elew.
Word.
You don't even know. There's
I'm
so
very
many
happy to be
people
here.
that hit me up and they're like, "Yo, you having Elew on the show? His vibe, his
Yo,
energy
I
is
saw that
crazy."
Angel Ortiz.
Yeah, shout outs to Angel Ortiz.
Nothing but love
Hopefully
for you,
he's
bro. For real.
so hopefully he's
That's
tuning
nice,
in. But
man.
shout outs to him, yeah. Awesome. Listen, let me tell you something. We also just to give Elew a break 1 second while he sips his tea.
Yeah,
You know,
sip that
I
tea.
want to thank everybody who has liked La Cocina podcast. We're up to 200 likes. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Yes, 200.
In 6 weeks, we're up to 200 likes. We have over 300 members in our La Cocina community group as well,
Woo!
which is amazing. But here's the thing: the La Cocina community has more members than we have likes, so we're gonna have that change.
We're gonna need an
and I'm gonna invite
equivalent.
you to come and follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. Like our stuff,
YouTube,
subscribe to our
everything.
channel. Yes, this video will be going up on YouTube tomorrow on Monday. But now let's go back to my boy Elew, man. So listen, talk to me about what it is you got going on now, because I know that life insurance and you know the company in which you work for is such a big part of you now. Talk to us a little bit about why that investment is so important.
Sure.
And what it's done for you personally.
Excuse me. Well, again, I'm a father first, so even before I was ever a provider or call me a life insurance salesman, ever before that, I was a consumer.
Right.
And I have a video about that from a while ago that Bishop made, and it's with me and my lady, and I'm just explaining how she took me by the hand and said, "We're buying insurance because we're having a kid," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm a little too young for that." She's like, "You're having a kid." And I was like, "Okay, I guess you're right." So we had a conversation, and I was finally really exposed to why people have to care about their lives.
Yeah.
Lives, you know what I'm saying? So, it's to where I'm a father first, so I bought the product,
Right.
and then the lifestyle from the agent standpoint was sold to me, and I loved it. You know, I like wearing suits. Bottom line, I like talking to people. I like building relationships and other connections, and that's what it's all about. So I now really appreciate, literally, telling people to go fund themselves in a nice way. You know, and
hence the shirt, guys.
Hence,
Let's
up,
talk
man.
about this.
Go fund yourself.
Where did you come up with this? This is you? This is all you?
It's well, thank you GoFundMe for making me think this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And brainwashing our community to believe that funding other people for life insurance is acceptable. You ask me, and even if you take me out the equation, you don't have to buy it from me, but buy some coverage, man. Like, you got babies to take care of, and if you have no babies, you have a home, right? If you don't have a home, you have a retirement plan. People don't know that these three important key elements is what will feed the need of being covered. Because if you have children, how will your family survive without you if they're relying on you now to survive? If you can't answer that clearly, quickly, you don't have enough coverage.
That's right.
And you don't got to buy it from me. Buy it from somebody you know. Listen, Google it. Call an agent, buy it from them. But you need to have some type of foundation. We're all worried about investing in Bitcoin, right? You wanna do businesses, and you wanna shoot for the stars. Brother, sister, how about the foundation?
That's
Because
right.
if you can't get to the stars and you fall, have somewhere to fall on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people out here, they don't have that. So go fund me. You know, I respect where it came from. People having an outlet because they may not have the funds to, be a photographer or, have a podcast. So, hey, if you love me, respect me, can you fund my passion? I respect that
That's
to
right.
a certain extent, because don't rely on that to be your whole foundation.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what bothers me is how people have been relying on GoFundMe to pay for their loved one's funeral.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, if you know you have a life, if you know you have something to protect, why haven't you done this before? If you've seen someone using GoFundMe as a source for a funeral benefit, why haven't you taken that as a thought and said, hey, I don't want to be in the same shoes. I don't want to ask my people to cough up 15 grand to bury my wife or husband or... Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about here? Take control of what you have going on and fund yourself. And like the Drake album, to be quick about it, it's two sides to this. Because as an entrepreneur, as, someone who wants to, be fulfilled in all that I do, you have to fund what you're doing.
That's right.
Put the blood, the sweat, the tears. If you're not crying about it, it ain't that important for you. It's not that meaningful for you to, take on again and again. But funding yourself, yes, buy life insurance from somebody because you have a family. But number two, fund whatever you're doing, man. Like this podcast, you funded the hell out of this podcast. This is fly, okay? And you can't expect greatness from you have to fund greatness. You have to. It's so corny and cliche, but it's like you watering your flowers. You're funding what you want.
It's an investment within yourself.
Simple as that, man. Yeah.
Here's the thing, and do you find that in minority groups such as ours, the Latino, the Latina, the Black community,
Uneducated.
Yeah.
Not in schooling.
Right.
In certain outlets, loopholes in the system. You see, if I asked you, did you know that you can literally create a tax-free pension off having insurance? You would say, what? And that's the reason why agents call you to let you know the good news. Hey, I know you want life insurance, but here's the deal. There's other parts to it. You know? So what people, they put that facade up and act like I got it all under control, Eric, I'm good, I know what I got. But really, they're just nervous to talk about it. So, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I knew you were going at. It's like people, they don't want to learn things. It's free knowledge, people, and it's very, very powerful knowledge. And that's the problem. People don't want to take the time to have a conversation, and an unbiased, completely free, helpful conversation. And that's the problem that I think that we're having in society, 100%.
Right.
And that's exactly why we're having you on the show today, because we're trying to get it out there to you guys. What you need to learn, what you haven't heard of, and what you didn't think was possible. So you know what I'm saying? This is where you come in, Eric. You know what I'm saying? Besides the entrepreneurship of Soul Performance, Elew TV, and everything like that, with the things that you do with life insurance, you know what I mean? Even like for a person like such as myself, I may not have kids, but like you said, you have a home, I have a car, you have a dog, you have things that you love and care for, that essentially what happens to that if you're not around or if you get
We all
hurt.
got cell phones, and
That's
about 85% got cell phone insurance.
Yep.
And when that cell phone breaks, you pay $100 to get it fixed. Still, it's not making any sense to me. I got clients of mine, and granted, this is all Asian health. So the younger you are, the cheaper it is. The healthier you are, the cheaper it is. I got people, you know, who really, really love this product. They're paying $15 monthly for life insurance. For life insurance.
Yeah.
If they were to pass away, you know, in this term time frame, their family would reap and sow this benefit, whether it's $250,000, $500,000, whatever. They're reaping a tax-free benefit to put back into their family for more wealth, to create more wealth.
To continue
It's
on the
crazy,
family
man.
legacy
Yeah,
and stuff, yeah.
And you know, funding yourself. I don't mean, don't buy tangible things. I don't mean fund your lifestyle and get a fly whip. You're not really funding anything but your ego. Keep it real with you. I'm talking about funding what's fruitful, what can grow from something. Fund those parts of your life,
That's right.
and that's what we gotta take advantage of. That's it.
Absolutely.
100%.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for that invaluable piece of information and wisdom, man.
Number
Listen,
love, number love.
you guys need to check him out. He's Eric Lewis on Facebook. He's elew.tv on Instagram. Go and follow my guy. Listen, if you guys have not
Follow
set up
him.
a life insurance policy or plan and you are in the New Jersey or the New York area, you need to give this man a call.
You need
It's
to call
totally
him.
essential that we take care of ourselves, not only ourselves, but La Familia. You know what I'm saying? You only got one family, you only got one life. Go and fund it, invest in it, and make sure that you and yours are good, because nobody's going to look after you the way that you can. You have to be proactive in order to do that.
True.
So I thank you so much for that information, man. Now, listen, let's go back to Soul Performance a
Live
second.
and direct.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
man.
Live
Because
and
you know,
direct.
I love the information, but I also need the entertainment.
We need a
you know
little
how I
fun
am.
now.
Let me speak this into the universe again.
Yeah.
Bishop and myself, and also Miguel, because Miguel is a huge part of our business. He's
Yeah.
our bookkeeper. He's our tax guy, Gelly. You know, he's very, very, very helpful in all that we do in building our brand and funding ourselves.
Yes.
So we are in process of looking at location number 2 for our office. Not sure if we'll keep location number 1 and number 2, but no matter what, we want to upgrade and move to a bigger, almost 3 times the size of our office now.
Right.
In South Amboy still, on Route 9, 3 bathrooms, showroom. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we all have a meeting with the owner to finalize a deal.
Wow.
But it's to where
That's so.
things just happen, man. Like, I met Bishop because I was hosting an event for Miguel. He was throwing an event back in the day with him and his colleagues.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was the MC. I met Bishop night of. I'm like, hey, man, I shoot footage. She goes, hey, man, I do too. I was like, cool, let's rock. Let's do this, you
We
know?
got something in
Yes.
common.
And then after that, we were doing events together. And then weekdays and weeknights, we would fund Elew TV. I'm Elew, he was the TV. Straight up. It's-
Yeah.
all I do was talk.
It was that,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey Bishop, are you free tonight? Yeah. Okay, let's go here. I'll pay for gas, food, and please just take care of me.
Turn on the camera.
And give me love. And then
Yeah.
he would tell me what to do, you know, and I would just talk to people, give interviews. But it's to where this Soul Performance thing happened because we just felt the vibe that we have to take it to the next level. We have to make this work and not play any more games. So we upgraded to an office because we were meeting our clients at Starbucks and Panera Bread. Not knocking you if you do that, but level up a little bit. So we were we were in
I
these
love
bagel shops, having meetings,
Yeah.
buying dinners for clients with no contract signing. Like, we're just losing money. So I'm getting gas one day, long story short,
Yeah.
and I saw office space for rent. And I was like, listen, we don't need an office. We were doing like 15 events a year at the time. So 2 months later, we got the office.
Yeah.
And now this year, we're on track for like 85 events. It's
Wow.
it just turns over itself because it's organic, it's real, and we're funding the crap out of it. Not only with money, like we spend hours in the studio, meaning our office, we spend hours after meetings talking about how we can fix the place up, what we can do.
Upgrade.
Yeah,
so to
man.
level up and upgrade and change because you always
Absolutely.
want to continue progressing.
Absolutely.
That sounds kind of like Danielle. I mean Danny Ray. She always says the same thing. We're always trying to look for something new. Now, question for you: Do you feel as though that all your slashes and all the hats that you have on, they kind of like cohesively work together, because it's kind of like you essentially have to be able to be personable and speak to the people and not be shy to just go up to a random person.
It's all about relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, call me your agent, call me your favorite MC, call me whatever you want to call me, and I paint, by the way, perfectly. So if your house ain't painted, let me know.
Yeah.
But it's like,
And you used to do landscaping, because I remember when you
yeah, I would cut like 30 lawns a day, man.
Oh my God! When I would
remember
call you,
that.
like, what were you doing, Elew? I'm
Cutting
cutting
grass.
grass. I'm painting. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Listen,
so
we have to get it wherever we can.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I was put in a position from then and today, thank you God, to be able to not have to rely on one outlet.
That's
and
right.
what people don't get is that there's other outlets for you. You just don't look for them. You don't attempt to accept them. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to all the different hats, at the end of the day, if I host your wedding, you trust me.
yeah.
I hope you trust me. I'd like to see if your family's all set up as well, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's our relationship, you know? It's you don't see me differently because I'm a wedding MC. No,
Right.
I'm a businessman with this type of service.
Multiple services.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's all about the relationship, and that's how I build the business on. And I say the, meaning my life business, where it's half a soul performance, or me as an agent, or a father. It's relationships. It's to where I want to just meet fine people. I want to make you love me, okay? So please forgive me if I'm being funny on purpose, or if I want you to like me. I want you to trust me, and I want you to use me as a resource, because I have some answers to your questions, and if I don't, I'm gonna find them for you.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna ask the right ones to
Yeah.
get those answers to you. You know?
Absolutely.
If you can believe this, it's already 7:51.
Wow.
I told you guys.
I have to
and
squeeze
this is
in
what
a
I tell
question.
everybody.
Hit him with the extendo.
Listen,
Hour 45 minutes.
We can.
We can. We
Listen,
got rules.
I want to know, because I'm trying to hit the pool after this. Y'all need to understand how
Same.
hot it's been over
Listen,
here.
Hey,
I'ma
Titi,
just
by
show
the
y'all.
way, can we go swimming? Can we go night swimming?
Listen.
Answer in the comments. Let me know.
Oh my goodness. But no, I'm first of all, I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful to have you here.
Absolutely.
Because you're a friend of mine who has become family.
Absolutely.
I go to you for everything. I go to you for my life insurance. I go to you for advice. I go to you for X, Y, and Z, and that's why I wanted you to be here today, so that people can understand. La Cocina podcast, it's a community, it's a culture, it's a lifestyle. The people that we bring here are people who we've trusted, people who we believe that you should be in contact with as well, for the betterment of your own self. And this is what we're looking to do.
I
You know
love
what I'm
it, man.
saying?
I love it.
Just bringing dope people that do different dope things. It doesn't have to be just music
Right.
or just artsy. It
I
could be
saw
as simple as life
a
insurance.
comic book artist on the show. one
Yeah.
time. My man was nice.
He's cool.
Yeah,
He's
that's
fun.
Mark Marvel.
That's
Shout out to
Mark.
him.
Mark
He's
Marvel,
from
that's
Staten
Mark
Island.
you
Yeah.
got some skills, bro.
Yeah.
dope.
I would
He's
love to
cool.
collab however we can.
Yeah.
And we got time for that. So let's do that.
There's just so many different and dope people that we're planning to bring in. And shout outs to, earlier this week, I didn't get to touch base on this too much during this show, but I did get to do an interview with Earth Supreme Radio coming out of Brookdale Community College. Shout outs to my boy Melatonin. Shout outs to my boy Queso de Papa. Thank you so much for having me. If you guys haven't checked them out,
It was dope. It
go
was
and
cool.
check them out for sure. Shout out
fly
to
name, too.
right?
Yeah, it was.
Earth Supreme. They're
Earth
awesome. They're actually going to be here July 8th. So you guys are definitely going to want to tune in for these fellas. We may have Elew even come back as a special guest host
Oh no,
because
it's a fact. Listen, if
It's
it's
a
open,
fact.
I'm in there.
Oh,
My
yeah.
schedule is open that night. I'm here. I'm coming.
So guys, Katana's gonna be taking a little vacation.
yeah, Katana's
from the
leaving us
show.
for a moment.
For just a unching. I'm gonna be in Atlanta for a little bit. Shouts out to the A. But I'll still be bringing in some reports. I'll still come in, show some love. I'll be
Yeah.
there watching. If we don't find a way to get me on camera, I'll still be there in the comments with you guys,
That was
chatting
actually
it up.
pretty cool. Coming to you live, Katana from ATL.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
Cocina
it's dope.
coasting. That's exactly
yes,
what it is.
eventually what our plan is to start traveling and being able to do the show on the road. But
Yes.
we still got some time from that.
Sometime.
Shout out to my boy JC, who's on the live right now. I recently bought a shirt from him that I wore last week, which was fresh as always, Immortal Flavor. He's in Amboy. Hit him up. His shirts are awesome. We got these new shirts now from Elew.
Go
fund yourself.
Go do your own
Please remember to
footwork.
go and fund Fund yourself.
Do your own footwork.
It's all about you.
Do it.
And La Familia. We have La Familia in the building. Elew, before we let you go, because I know you're going to take a while to give this answer, because it's you. So this is what I'm giving you.
I need to know this one.
Like 4 minutes. But I'm going to ask you, you know me. You know how I like to do. Drop a gem. Tell us what you believe the people should know. And anybody who's aspiring to do whatever it is that you're doing, who wants to be an entrepreneur, who is a family man, who is a father, look right into your camera
and drop that gem.
Tell them what you would tell them.
Whatever you are doing, okay, whoever you are, wherever you are, and I'll bring it full circle. If you fund yourself, your craft, your family, your talents, your beliefs, you know, no one can ever possibly take it from you. They can mimic, they can attempt, they can try, you know, they can congratulate you, they can maybe even call it trash, but they can never take it from you. It becomes tangible. You see what I'm saying? So the only tangible, you know, things I want is natural gifts. And I'm talking about, you know, being able to see my family grow, being able, because I'm holding on to them strong, being able to see the business fly, seeing Bishop happy because we're doing 105 weddings in a year to come. You know, those can essentially become tangible because of them just making you so damn happy. So do what you do and do it well, and it's literally impossible to have anyone take it from you as long as you put the blood, the sweat, the tears. Your DNA is embedded inside of it.
That's right.
It's yours. You own it. And have fun. Enjoy yourself. 100%.
Wow. That's awesome.
Boom.
That's it. Bow. Drop the mic.
Wow.
He already said it. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to the live. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to La Cocina community every week on Facebook. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you for following us on Instagram at La Cocina Podcast. The support that we've received in regards to this show has been overwhelming.
Yes.
It's been
amazing.
Totally positive. I love all of the feedback that we've received. Please feel free to continue to do that. Drop us some messages. Drop us some comments. Let us know what you want to see next. Let us know what you want us to do. What's your idea?
If you have a
product, if you have a product that you want us to try,
you have a product.
Send it over, man. Send it over. We are here to support the community. We're here to support your endeavors. So long as you support us, we support you. You already know. So.
That was an hour. Oh my God.
Can you believe that? And you were stressed and you was worried.
It happens in 2.5.
I'm telling you.
This hour
We get you on the mic
so
and that's it. It's a wrap. It's over. By the time you start to get a feel for it, it's gone.
Yo, I'll be real with you. I posted 92 events last year, right? 92. Every time I touch the mic, I get a little, get the little jibbity.
Yes.
Like, but once you go mic check one or good evening,
you're ready. You're
my God, it's like performing, you know? And
it's done, yeah.
Let
Once
me give
you
a
touch
quick
the
shout
stage.
out.
Listen, give them your mic work, because I need them to see your vocals on this mic.
No,
give
like this,
them your work.
La Familia, La Cocina, Eric Lewis, Elew TV, live and direct. It's what we do. From soul performance, being the family man, New York life, I appreciate you. I got nothing but love for all the family out there, all the hustlers, all the devoted individuals making it happen, making it work. Can you imagine if you never imagined? Think about that. Imagine if nobody ever imagined.
Imagine if you never imagined.
Imagine where we'd be at right now. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's to where nothing but love. Listen, stay tuned. Check them out. Show them love. My family, my hitters, my girls, Jazzy and Danny.
What's up?
I got nothing but love for you. So please stay tuned. Keep it locked and continue to tune in.
Absolutely. And remember, every Sunday, 7 to 8, La Cocina Podcast, Facebook Live. Go follow us on Instagram at La Cocina Podcast. Go like La Cocina Podcast on Facebook. Share this video with your friends. And we will see y'all next Sunday, July 8th.
And Elew won't be here too. Say
Yeah.
With Elew here too.
Hey,
Elew gonna be here too.
Hey, Elew gonna be here too. But
yes. And Earth Supreme will be with us July 8th. So tune in. Thank y'all so much. And we out of here.
Bye.
Bye.